That actually does smell nice, like a new car. This supplies power to the motherboard, so this is a super important cable. These CPU cables, I'll need 2 of them because I'm using more than 10 cores in my build. It's a 12-core CPU, so these connect power to the CPU. These cables, I don't know yet, but the PCI cables connect to the graphics card, and I'll find out if I need 1 or 2, and we'll go from there. First, I'll plug in the cable for the motherboard, type 4. That just indicates that you're supposed to plug it into the power supply. The issue that I tend to have with all of these cables, they don't click in a satisfying way. It's like mushy buttons on a controller. You press the button and you're like, did it register or did I press it? Clicky buttons are nice, and clicky sockets are also really nice. Oh, I heard a click. I'm gonna plug in these CPU cables now. The side that's labeled CPU goes into the motherboard, so the other side goes into the power supply. Okay. I'm using 2 CPU to make sure that I have enough power, so that's looking good. In order to figure out how many PCI cables I need to use, I actually have to open up the graphics card. Before I open up the graphics card, what I can do now is plug in the SATA. I actually don't know what these ones do yet at this point in time and space, so I will figure that out. But for now, they have 6 pins, so they go into these connections here. By the way, this cable is a modular cable, and I don't need this one. It reminds me of like Pop-Tarts.
Finally.
Kind of the same size too, like a chunky ass Pop-Tart. The hard drive has 2 inputs. One of them is for the SATA cable. It looks like the SATA cable is distinguished by this kind of little L shape. Straight line with a little notch. So that fits over this like a glove. I think they're both SATA, but there's just a smaller one and a bigger one. And the smaller one goes to the motherboard, but oh, you know what? There must be a cable in the box with the motherboard. It's not the miniature PlayStation 5. This looks like it could be the right one. So my thumb screws are still in here, and my hard drive can now be seated. Be seated, hard drive. Please be seated. What do you do? Ah, you're supposed to take the tray out first. Got it. I can clip the holes on the sides of the hard drive onto these pegs. I can peg my hard drive. Okay. Now, will you please be seated? Please be seated. Satisfying. This will be blocking it once I put this in. So I'm gonna put the cables in first, starting with the smaller SATA cable, matching that L shape like this. And fuck me, I forgot the lighting. Boop, boop, boop. This does not want to go in. Oh, there it goes. Get this piece over to the side. I figured out where my 3M tape is here. Now I don't have to have it hanging by the cables, which is nice. It came with 2, so I may as well use them both. There. Much better. If I just kind of shove these to the side, then I can squeeze this big ass power source into the case. Just let this drop in. Yes, nice. Okay. Interesting location for this screw. The power supply is in. Very nice. If I can tighten the hard drive tray in place right now, I just need access to the thumb screws. Ooh, god dang it. Dang it, Bobby.
Dang it, Bobby.
Okay, I'm moving you guys back like that, and then I'll zoom in. Amazing. The camera doesn't have to be in my way. My elbow's not hitting you in the face. I use my left arm and reach around, push it over with my thumb a bit. Okay, success on thumbtack number 1. God damn it. Now, I start wiggling the thumb screw around. Unfortunately, I can't get my actual thumb onto it right now, but my pointer finger and middle finger are slowly rotating it on, and I think it has caught. It has. So that is mounted. I'm done with mounting my hard drive.